Dear student, today we are going to be see about human resource policy. In human resource management, human resource policy occupies a prime position. So policy, it is a plan of action. So human resource policy, it is a formal rules and guidelines. It speak about how to hire the people and how to fire the people, as well as what are the training aspect we have to impart to the workforce, and how we are going to be assess the performance of the employees, and what are the rewards we are going to be award to the members of their workforce. So policy, it is a guide for repetitive action in major areas of business. It is a statement of commonly accepted understanding of decision making criteria. So human resource policies, it dictate how certain matters should be addressed in the workplace, including employee rights as well as the duties. HR policies are tied to employment law of the territory in order to avoid non-compliance and penalties from the government. Employers must adhere HR policies. So HR policies, it helps the employer to follow the rules and regulation given by the government, the appropriate government of the particular territory. So like for the Trade Union Act, Factory Acts, this act insists how we have to recruit the people and how we have to offer the compensation to the workforces. So whenever the need arise, then we have to refer or we have to follow the government legislation as well as enactments. It is very essential, right? We have to follow the governmental rules and regulation whenever there is a need, and it is a mandatory one. Then regarding the definitions for the HR policies, right, there are so many definitions we have, of which we are going to be see the definition of Filippo. According to Filippo, human resource policy is a man-made rule of predetermined course of action that is established to guide the performance of work toward the organization objectives. So as we said already, it is a formal rules and regulation. It is a codified behavior, how to we have to act in the particular organization, and what are the guidelines we are going to be follow in the work. So every organization needs policies to ensure consistency in action and equity in its relation with employees. So organization, right, they may not act according to their own whims and fancy, right? There is a written rules and regulation, right? It will give you a consistency, right? The action may not be a haphazard one, it is a consistent one whenever there is a need. Similarly, right, we are going to be maintain the equity in relation with the employees according to the cadre of the work. So what we are going to be saying means HR policies are systems of codified decisions. So decisions are written and clearly mentioned in the chart of the organization. It is established by an organization to support all people related activities inside the organization. So if you want to hire the people, if you want to fire the people, or if you want to train them, right, everything we are going to be refer the human resource policy of the organization. Similarly, Yoder, he defined in such a way, a policy is a predetermined selected course established as a guide towards accepted goals and objectives. So organization, based upon the goals as well as the objectives, they are going to be establish certain policies, right? So these policies, it is a blueprint of action. So clearly we are going to be state what kind of the action we are going to be taken whenever there is a need arise. So they establish the framework of guiding principle. So how the constitution, it helps the constitution of the country, it helps the country to follow the rules and regulations. Similarly, the human resource policy, it helps the organization to recruit as well as the selection and training of the individuals. The policies serve the purpose of achieving organization goals in an effective manner. The codified behavior or the codified rules and regulation, it helps the organization to reach its goal in a very effective manner. So HR policies constitutes the base for the sound HRM practices like recruitment, selection, promotion, transfer, training, and other welfare activities. So policy, it is not the solution to all the maladies of mismanagement. It is established for the healthy workplace practices. So regarding the HR policies and its objectives, right, HR policy, it provide a clear communication between the organization and their employees regarding their condition of employment. So once the employee is recruited in the organization, right, there may be a terms and conditions, right. The terms and conditions, what we say, it is a condition of the employment, whether the employee is a permanent employee or adjacent employee or contingent employee, what kind of the entitlement he may enjoy in the organization. Everything we are going to be described in a prescribed manner. It is stated in the HR policy. Then the HR policy, it is a base for treating all employees fairly and equally. There should not be any discrimination based on the gender, based on the caste, or based on the race, or based on the employer's discretion. So all the employees are going to be treated in such a way, right? We are going to be establish a fair workplace environment. Then HR policies, it is a guidelines for supervisor as well as the managers. So in the floor level managers or country level managers or the supervisors, right, they have some blueprint of action while they deal with their subordinates. So the supervisors as well as the manager, they have to clearly follow what are the responsibilities they have and what are that is a scalar chain, right, to whom they are going to be report and under whom how many people are there to report and everything, right, they are going to be follow it. That is the scalar chain as well as the communication for the supervisors and managers are clearly stated in the HR policies. And these policies, it is a base for developing the employee handbook. Once the employee entered the organization, right, in the private sector as well as the public sector, they are going to be maintain the employee handbook. Regarding the public sector, I think there may be a service register in which every aspect of the employee is going to be recorded for the future purposes. Even his private information like family information and all other career oriented activities are stored. They are stored in the employee handbook, that is a service register. Then HR policy, it is a base for regularly reviewing possible changes affecting the employee. So when there is a need or whenever there is a demand, then we are going to be change, or whenever there is a need, right, definitely we are going to be review, right, certain things. For example, we can say that during the pandemic situation, government now and then they giving the government order, that is a GO, right. So the business establishments, they should shut down for a particular days, and later on there may be some relaxation. You can employ 50% of the employee, and then later on 75%, then 100% employees you can entertain. Likewise, government now and then they are going to be say certain rules and regulation, right. So the HR managers or the HR personnels, they have to clearly watch, right, everything, and we have to incorporate in the HR policies, right, that changes it is going to be affect the employees. Then HR policy, it is a form a context for supervisor training programs and employee orientation program. Whenever the need or whenever the demand, right, the supervisors are going to be update their knowledges according to the market situation. Similarly, employees, right, they are going to be given some kind of the orientation program in order to enrich their job activities. Then regarding the principles, the HR policy, the prime principle of the HR policy is the right man in the right place in the right time. Then there may be a training for everyone for the job to be done, make the organization as a coordinated team. So at an individual level, people will perform well, but when they come for a team, definitely there may be some lacuna, right? That lacuna should be addressed, and there should be a feel of, that is a sense of oneness, that is a team feeling should be incorporated in the minds of the people. Similarly, ensure the right tools and right condition of the work. So the HR policies, they are going to be describe what kind of the job description, what kind of the job person specification, and what kind of the conditions of work and everything. Then give a HR policy, it's a give a security with opportunity, incentive as well as the recognition. So security in the sense, it may be the job security, or sometime it may be like during the pandemic situation, right? Sometimes we have to avoid the people to come to the business establishment in order to secure themselves, that kind of the security. Similarly, there should be a career opportunities in the jobs. Then we have to give, now and then there may be incentives in order to motivate the people. Then whatever the job it may be, the labor should be recognized, not only the position, even the individual who occupied the particular chair, right? We have to give a due recognition. Then the HR policy, they have to look ahead. Similarly, they have to plan ahead for more and better things. When the business market enlarge, when there is a opportunity for the merger and acquisition, then what kind of the HR policies, or what kind of the policies we have to implement for engaging repatriates as well as the foreign technocrats in the work establishment. Everything we have to state. Then what are the contents of the HR policy? So these are how the Indian Constitution have different articles, different tables and everything. Similarly, HR policy also has a different kind of the components, where that what we say it is a content. So first of all, the HR policy, it has to clearly state the history of the organization, the genesis, what is the reason behind the organization. If it is a business organization as well as a non-business, that is a non-profit organization, they have to clearly mention what are the sources behind for the genesis of the organization. Then there should be an organization chart like a president, vice president, CEO, CFO, CLO, country manager, managers, and floor level employees, as well as the rank and file of the organization and everything. Then statement of the growth, profit and business plan, everything then they have to mention in their HR policy. Then employment policies, right? So recruitment, how they are going to be recruit the people, whether it is a campus or off campus or referral system or inner sources of the recruitment, right? They have to clearly state the selection process, whether they go for a test, GD or interview or anything, selection process. Then equal opportunities will be given. Then medical evaluation and how the interviews are going to be conducted. The grievance procedures, how we are going to be how the employees are going to be their grievances when they face, right? Similarly, the PF gratuities to the government employees, as well as invention and patent. Suppose if the employees find a new invention or innovation or any innovations, whether it is going to be registered in the name of the employee or in the name of the company, right? We have to clearly state it. Then employment status and rewards. So employment classification, once the person is recruited, whether he is a permanent employee or the contingent employee, or what are the scale of pay and everything we have to. Then performance review, how we are going to be review the performance of the employee, whether there is a modern means we are going to adapt or the traditional means we are going to be adapt, and everything we are going to be mentioned in the HR policy, right? Similarly, job description as well as the equal pay and everything we are going to be mentioned in the HR policy. Then employee benefits, so vacation, childcare, holidays, workers compensation, insurance, sick or personal leave, whether they have a voting when they go for the selection of their board members, then travel reimbursement, everything. That's what come under the employee benefits we have to mention. for the academic institution, right, there may be some vacation department and non-vacation departments are there, right? So there are central government institutions, they provide the child care allowances. Similarly, in the state government institution, there is no child care allowances or anything. Then holidays, how many CL casual leaves are there, how many medical leaves are there, then what are the other kind of the holidays and everything we have to mention. Then regarding the payroll, right, whether the employees are entitled to get the pay advances, right, and what are the pay deduction in the paymaster, right. Then overtime compensation if there is anything, right. If you want to fire the employee, then what are the procedures you are going to be followed. Then workplace guidelines is, right, it says record retention. Every employee, right, definitely there may be a record, maybe there, as we said already, it is a service register for the government employee. Then employer security, employee safety, then the smoking principles, whether it is whether the in a particular area whether they can smoke or not, it is smoke free zones are there or anything. Meal as well as the rest periods, how many hours they can allot for the meal as well as the rest period. Then vehicles usage, right, flexi time, telephone usage, then code of conduct during the off the job as well as the on the job behavior. Then drug abuse or substance abuse during the working hours. If there is any sexual harassment emerge, right, then where the employee is going to become, where the employee is going to be lodge a complaint, is there any provision in the within the organization or not. Then if there is a workplace violence like a bullying or what kind of the political activity the employee can involve, everything we are going to be give here in the workplace guidelines. Then regarding the e-policies, right, access to the IT resources in the particular organization, whether the employee can use their own email ID or the company email ID, whether they are able, they can use the internet of the organization or not. Then internet security and everything may be stated in the HR policy. So human resource policy, it is a blueprint for the action going to be taken, right, due course of the time. So it is going to be speak about the recruitment process, selection process, and reward as well as the award process and everything. How we are going to be trained as well as the retain the talents in the organization. If you want to terminate, and what are the procedures we are going to be follow everything. So HR policy, it is a constitution for the company or it is a constitution for the organization. It is very essential. It is a formal rules and regulation given by the organization in order to conduct the business. Thank you.